Shalom, Kol Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. A hearty shalom to the other laborers and believers that are scattered throughout the face of the earth. Even if you're among the heathen, and even like the heathen who are the speckled Israelites, to the household of faith, which is the elect, I want to say shalom to you all. This is from Redacted. I want to first start by saying fair use, under the 1976 Section 107 Fair Use Act. My videos only are for literary commentary and educational purposes. So with that, fair use. I don't make any conversation off these videos. All right, so you happen to see me responding by doing a video based on your video. Again, my videos are not monetized. I don't make any kind of money, monetary funds. Okay, so let's dive into it. It says we only have 3 days of food at grocery stores, and this is according to a title they went into, or a segment they went into on their show. It says we only have 3 days of food at grocery stores. If this war continues, it will be devastating, which is the global famine that's coming. Okay, and keep in mind that the Lord said He would visit this place. All right, and basically He's going to punish it with plagues, and one of the plagues is famine. This is 2nd Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So there you go, man. And He's going to use the wicked, all right, which is the Edomites. Malachi 1:4 tells you that the Edomites are the border of wickedness, all right, to bring forth a lot of this famine, death, destruction, and the sword. Because according to the book of Psalm 17, okay, we get that too. Because the 13th verse, it reads, it says, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And again, the wicked is the Edomite in the Bible, okay, the so-called or self-proclaimed white race, all right, and they're going to bring forth this evil. That they the ones that, when it speaks about Revelation 12:12, right, let me get that real quick, how the devil going to come down having great wrath, right? Who's the devil? All right, the so-called white man. It says, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right, and he's doing everything to bring wrath to the people, even by destroying, the food source, which, you need food, man. Okay, you need water, you need food, you need air to breathe, and a lot of evil gonna come to the people because he's gonna, basically, he has destroyed a lot of the agriculture, all right, across the globe. I mean, to put it bluntly, So, yeah, he's coming down with great wrath, and it's to put the squeeze on the people. That way, when he have full control of the world's agriculture, to ration it out to whom he like to ration it out to, based on you getting that MOTB. That's what he'll do, man. I can foresee that, man. Okay, you want to eat, you want to feed your family, your kids, right? MOTB, get the chip, right? This is how he's going to present it to you, man. Okay, a tracking system. He can track who's eating what. I mean, if you can't see it, man, I don't know what to tell you. But let's play the clip though, because it's here. Okay, it's here. This war with Iran, which is spiraling into the World War III, which is prophesied in the scriptures, is happening. And the Straits of Hormuz is causing all this. That's controlled by the Persians, which are the Iranians today, and they're not letting up. Okay, they're not letting they foot off the neck of you devils, man. They closed that fucking Straits of Hormuz, and it's causing all kind of economic, agriculture, and all kind of problems, energy problems for the whole globe. All right, most of the countries. All right, so let's get into it.
Well, food shortages, fuel shortages, and long lines around the world, how will it impact our day-to-day living? Just take a look at India and overnight gas lines in India, hours long. God knows if there's even any petrol available for these people to buy it in the first place. We're already seeing food shortages.
And India right there in West Asia, around these oil countries. They can ship oil by land. But the Straits is causing an effect on them. They're a neighboring country.
And in India, hours long. God knows if there's even any petrol available for these people to buy it in the first place. We're already seeing food shortages, store shelves, people maybe panic buying. Maybe it's legitimate that more food is not showing up on those shelves. Take a look at the UK. Gas lines here in the UK with only, according to reports this afternoon, only about 2 days left of petrol available in the UK. Where will they get more? How will they get it? And you have Australia, and Australia is really being hurt hard right now. Of course, we talked about the fuel shortages there, but one farmer has gone a bit viral in Australia for talking about how devastating and how he's trying to really paint a picture. This clip is 8 minutes. I'm just going to show you a few seconds of it. You can seek it out on your own, but just want to set the tone and what he's sort of complaining about the politicians in the capital about how bad things are about to get. Just listen a few seconds of this.
Well, g'day. Here we go again. Sorry about the usual intro. Standing here in front of the centre pivot, you see the diesel tank, everything behind me. The crop you see behind me is a maize crop. This is mainly targeted at our clowns in Canberra, Macquarie Street, and particularly Labor and the Coalition, particularly, obviously Matt Canavan, his attack on us and things like that. Yes, here in the One Nation, hadn't got the One Nation stubby hole. Yeah,
so there he goes. Then he goes on to really explain and lay out.
Yeah, so basically, this Straits of Hormuz affects everything, You need gas. You need gas to, you just need fuel in general, as far as, the effects on the logistics, global logistics. A lot of things use diesel fuel, the semi-trucks, what have you. And the Straits of Hormuz is causing an effect on, diesel fuel. All right, that's why diesel fuel is going through the roof. Okay, you need diesel fuel for certain shipping. All right, as far as the cargo ships, certain of them take diesel. You have to put diesel in the semi-trucks from the ships to the warehouses, from the warehouses to the market stores. That's how logistics work, man. From the ships to be unloaded on the shipyard, onto the semi trucks, and the semi trucks carry them to the distribution centers, or DCs, as we call them. All right, which is known as the storehouses in the scriptures. And it's going to come to a point where they're going to become empty. Now, this is Revelation 6:7. It says, "And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast saying, 'Come and see.' And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name has set on him was death, and hell followed with him." Now, this is talking about what? The so-called white man, or the wicked. Okay, let me get the precept to go with that real quick. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, I'll start at verse 4. "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him," and that's the so-called white man. He don't have any kind of morals or righteousness within him. He's created to be the wicked man. He says, "But the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine." This is the so-called white man. He's vain in philosophies and indoctrination. This is how he transgressed. All right. He is a proud man, neither keep it at home. And that's why he's always invading others' lands. How you think those UAE and OPEC countries became servants to Esau? He invaded them, set up his own military posts. That's why Iran is bombing those, or did bomb those military posts. Because why? It's American U.S. U.S. or American, military posts, and they know it. Okay, it says, "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. And this is a so-called white man for you. This is Esau. Okay? Why you think so many people had to come over here? Because when the U.S. dollar became the world reserve currency, the American dream was the thing to seek after. You know? This is why, or how he gathered unto him all nations. The great melting pot is right here in America. And you can see that when you come over here. And then you have people leaving America because you have it where, people are returned to their own lands, as the scriptures say. But keep in mind that every nation was represented right here in America. The Moabites, Ammonites, Ishmaelites, Elamites, okay, Hamites, so on and so forth, man. It says, the book of, let me get another precept real quick. Let's go to the book of Psalms 73 and get another one. Matter of fact, let me get this one first. Micah 2:1. 2:2. Well, I started 1. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even the man and his heritage. And that's exactly the MO of the so-called white man. All right. He covet fields. All right. And how he take them by violence? By way of his sword. All right. And that begins with what? His military. They use drones. They use all kinds of shit. Mercenaries. Sending all kind of army personnel, Marines, special forces to topple all these different countries. And then he steal the resources after he done toppled their government or leaders. Okay? And now the land is left barren. And he got the resources in control of within his own power. And that's how he's able to get wealthy, man. Okay? So that's the so-called white man. Back in Revelation 6:8. And what's happening is his actions is causing people to lack in food. Okay? Revelation 6:8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Right. That's the so-called white man. Okay? Who gonna give him that power? The Most High is. Again, that's why I read Revelation 12:12. They're gonna come down with this great wrath, because why? They only got a short time to try to push their enterprise, which is this new world order. Okay? And they're gonna push hard. Watch how relentless these devils be with their troops. Again, when the enemy come in like a flood, okay, those are the troops coming in to subdue the people on behalf of the elites. Okay? But he says he's going to what? He's going to kill with what? The sword and with hunger. What's hunger? Starvation. People are going to starve to death out here. Because real soon, because this war ain't going to stop. Real soon you're going to start to see people go to the store and ain't going to be shit on the shelves, man. All right? 2nd Ezra 6. I'm kind of rushing through this, so Salakia, but Lord willing, you're edified. But we told you that this is coming. 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. You're going to go in your market stores real soon and you're going to find out that ain't shit in there. Because why? Ain't no more food left. See? This is what's coming. And we've been warning you. We've been blowing we've been blowing the alarm. All right? Or sounding the alarm. And those you don't hear the sound, or not even hear, you hear the alarm. Those of you that don't take heed to the sound of the alarm, your ass gonna be caught up out here, man. It's gonna be your own fault. Okay? Because you didn't take heed to the alarm. We didn't give an uncertain sound. We gave a short sound. We broke down the alarm or the warning to you through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's it, man. All right? Famine gonna take hold on you. Even our Lord Yahweh Shah prophesied about that. He said what? You're gonna see famine, pestilences, earthquakes in different places. Nation rises against nation. So now we're watching these prophecies play out, man. You know? But I'm gonna leave it right there, man, because we at that threshold, man. Okay? With that, hey, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. I gotta get to camp. But Lord, when you've been edified, Shalom.